Hey guys, it is March the 11th. March is the hardest month of the year to hold sheep. Hi guys. So I would say in northern Missouri, as a rule, you know, if you get to a point, if you are having to supplement a little bit in the late winter or early spring, the point you can get to where you can just turn sheep to grass, probably going to be that first week in April. Not so much for cattle because, you know, they're going to eat so much more of it, but the sheep, you know, we're looking at, you know, I'd say the first week in April. So what is that, 3 weeks away? This is the first bale that I've given to these sheep. Now, I don't know if they need it. I don't know if they want it. I just did it to see what they do. And there's nothing special about this hay. It's green hay, it's put up right. You can see it's got a little trefoil in there, brome. It's even got some broom sedge in there. Like, it's nothing great. It's just grass hay. But I thought this morning, right off the crack, I would come over here and just unroll a bale and see if they eat it, see if they want it. At first they didn't really, and then a few came over, and then of course, like sheep do, they all just bum rushed it. But the real test isn't right now. The real test will be, I'll come back over here either tomorrow morning or this afternoon and just see how much of it they ate. And if they didn't eat any of it, and it all just still looks like this, I probably won't give them any more hay. But if they eat it to the ground, then I'll probably come back and bring them another bale here in a day or so. You know, I think in a dry lot situation, these ewes would probably need 2.5 to 3 pounds of hay a day. Out here where there's some browse and it's actually getting warm out, you can see right here, move it buddy, that green grass coming, they'll pick at that all day. I mean, a pound and a half, so I'm not gonna get real crazy. Just gonna give them a little bit and see what they do. It's supposed to get, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees the end of the week one day, and then storms and everything else, and then cool off a little bit. But just gonna play it by ear, and just exciting. I think I've said before, there's close to 700 ewes and first-time ewe lambs that are all bred in this pasture, and this is the first on the 11th of March, or this is the first, shoot, I got a tick on this dog here. Imagine that, 11th of March, just pulled the tick off my dog. Wow. Huh, didn't expect that. But anyway, yeah, I mean, this is exciting. The first bale that we fed them, and so that's nice. It's been a nice winter too. So, you know, it's not all my management. It's we've definitely been blessed with a nice winter. So, and then I'll probably keep these on over here for another week on this pasture, and then I'll move them to the next pasture over, and then they'll be at the house, and then I'm gonna get them all up and go through them and take a few off. There's a ewe right there. It's got a little bit of a limp to it. Anything that's got a limp or that looks wormy, which I've not seen a single one that looks wormy at all, comes off. And we will get rid of those, and then everything else will basically be turned out to lamb. We don't start lamb until, should be about the 9th or 10th of May. So what I will do is move them to their pasture that they're gonna lamb it. We don't rotate whenever we lamb. I'll talk about that later, kind of called set stock lambing. We'll because I don't want to disturb the mommies and new babies, I'll find a nice big pasture for them for about 3.5 weeks, and I'll just shut the gate and they'll lamb, and that's where they'll be until they get enough babies on the ground. We'll start kind of seeing about maybe moving them, because we don't want them to get wormy. But I tell you that I've been lucky. This set of ewes, worms has not been a problem on these things. I mean, only a handful. We've had another thing I'll talk about in the future. I bought a set of ewes out of Kansas one time, and they had some foot trouble, and they kind of corrupted the rest of our sheep. So we had to do some massive culling here about a year ago, and got rid of all them. And you just wouldn't believe how much these sheep have shaped up. You know, didn't use any of the Kansas ewes or any of their ewe lambs, and everything just shaped up. And it's just live and learn. I'm still learning just some management stuff, just knee-jerk decision. Yep, I want more sheep, and Should have just kind of grown organically or stuck around here, but that's a subject for another day. But just a beautiful, beautiful March day. And you can see already, look here, look, all this hay, look at those sheep. They're just leaving it. They're going over there to pick grass. They don't want it. Look at those. They're leaving it to go over on the hills and pick grass. They don't want anything to do with it. What does that tell me? Tells me I probably won't be bringing another bale of hay over tomorrow or the next day. Just little things, you know. I mean, supplementation in the wintertime, it's not a terrible deal. I mean, you know, it's just part of it sometimes, and sometimes you got to, sometimes you don't. And I'm just kind of gauging these guys and seeing who needs what. So they do have, we keep mineral out to them all the time. Keep good sheep mineral out to them. And so yeah, they must be enough of these little shoots coming up to where they don't want that hay. So, but they look good. They're not thin at all. Look at that. Nice sheep. For nothing all winter, they look awful dang good. Beautiful morning. Thanks for watching, guys.